You've spent years trying to eat right, colorful salads, roasted vegetables, wholesome dinners. You followed the advice: more plants, less junk, more balance. And you've done it with care. But the joint pain is still there. That deep morning stiffness, the nagging ache in your knees, the slow, creeping discomfort that makes ordinary days feel harder than they should. Most people chalk it up to aging. Some blame the weather. But rarely do we question the very foods we trust to nourish us, especially vegetables. Surprisingly, a few of the most common, most praised vegetables may be working against you, not because they're unhealthy in general, but because some bodies, especially over 60, respond differently. And the effects aren't instant. You might eat something today and not feel the results for 2 days, making it nearly impossible to connect the dots. That's where this video comes in. I'll walk you through 5 vegetables that may be quietly fueling your joint pain and show you a simple way to find out if they're affecting you personally. If you're tired of guessing what's helping and what's hurting, you're not alone, and you don't have to figure it out on your own. Subscribe if you want honest, senior-focused guidance that meets your body where it is today. And tell me in the comments, which joint gives you the most trouble? Your story could be the encouragement someone else needs to start listening to their body too. Let's start with one of the most surprising offenders: tomatoes. They're praised for their lycopene, vitamin C, and antioxidants. And for most people, they're perfectly fine. But if you're dealing with arthritis, tomatoes belong to a group of plants called nightshades, which includes potatoes, peppers, and eggplants, all of which produce a compound called solanine. Solanine helps the plant defend itself, but in sensitive individuals, it may trigger inflammation. Not instantly, but slowly, and often without a clear cause. You may feel fine after dinner, but by the next morning, your hands are stiff. Your back aches. You assume it's just a bad day. But it could be your body reacting to a hidden food trigger. And tomatoes are one of the biggest culprits because they're everywhere. In sauces, soups, salsas, even ketchup. So here's what I recommend. Try a 21-day tomato-free test. Cut out all tomato products completely. Keep a simple journal, rating your joint pain each day from 1 to 10. Then, after 3 weeks, reintroduce tomatoes, just 1 serving, and do nothing else differently. Watch what your body tells you over the next 72 hours. If your symptoms return, you've found a major clue. If nothing changes, you've ruled out a suspect. Either way, you've taken a step toward more clarity and control over your joint pain. Next on the list is the potato, one of the most common comfort foods on the planet. White, red, and yellow potatoes are part of the same nightshade family as tomatoes and also contain solanine and chaconine, compounds that help protect the plant but can spark inflammation in already sensitive joints. Most people can handle these alkaloids in small amounts. But for someone living with arthritis or chronic stiffness, even a small serving can quietly trigger swelling, fatigue, or that deep, heavy ache that feels worse the next day. It's easy to overlook potatoes as the source. You might think your knee hurts because you stood too long, not because of the roasted potatoes you had the night before. Just like with tomatoes, I recommend removing all white, red, and yellow potatoes for 21 days. That includes fries, chips, potato salad, and even hidden sources like soups or processed foods with potato starch. Track your symptoms. Then, reintroduce a plain baked potato, no toppings, nothing fancy. Wait 72 hours and see how your body responds. You're not giving up comfort food forever. You're simply checking if potatoes are comforting or quietly harming your joints. Now let's talk about eggplant, that deep purple, sponge-textured vegetable found in everything from eggplant parmesan to baba ganoush. It's often celebrated as a healthy, low-calorie, high-fiber option. But eggplant is another member of the nightshade family, and like tomatoes and potatoes, it contains solanine, a compound that can quietly inflame joints in sensitive individuals. The tricky part is that eggplant isn't something most of us eat every day. That makes the reaction harder to trace. You might enjoy a Mediterranean meal on Saturday, and by Monday, your hips feel stiff, your shoulders ache, and your energy is low. You don't think to blame the eggplant. You blame stress, poor sleep, or just another bad day. That's why it's so important to test it. During your 21-day nightshade elimination, cut out eggplant entirely. No grilled slices, no dips, no ratatouille. When reintroducing, keep it simple. Bake or grill a small amount of eggplant with olive oil. Then watch how your body responds over the next 72 hours. If you feel fine, eggplant may not be your issue. But if old symptoms return, you've gained another piece of your personal health puzzle, one that brings you closer to fewer flare-ups and more control. Now we turn to a colorful favorite, peppers. Bell peppers, chili peppers, jalapenos, paprika, cayenne, they all come from the same plant family and carry similar risks for joint pain. Bell peppers are packed with vitamin C and antioxidants. Hot peppers contain capsaicin, which is used in creams to relieve pain. But eating these peppers is a very different story. When you apply capsaicin to your skin, it targets one area. But when you eat peppers, you're also taking in their natural alkaloids, which circulate throughout your body. And for someone with arthritis, those compounds can trigger systemic inflammation, affecting knees, hips, hands, and more. Worse, peppers show up everywhere, in spice blends, sauces, rubs, and even deli meats. It's easy to think you're avoiding them while still getting low doses daily. During your 21-day elimination, cut out all peppers, sweet or spicy, and look carefully at labels for ingredients like paprika, cayenne, chili powder, or spices. Then reintroduce carefully. Try a few slices of raw bell pepper or a pinch of paprika. Wait 3 days and observe. If flare-ups return, your body has given you a powerful clue. And once again, you're one step closer to pain-free days. Last on the list is the most sneaky of all, paprika. It's not a vegetable you see on your plate, it's a spice. But it's made from ground peppers, which means it carries a concentrated dose of the same inflammatory alkaloids found in the other nightshades we've discussed. The problem? Paprika hides in everything. It's used for color and flavor in rubs, deli meats, chips, crackers, frozen meals, soups, and salad dressings. Even that savory herb blend you sprinkle on chicken may contain it. So many people think they've done the elimination correctly, avoiding tomatoes, potatoes, eggplant, and peppers, but still feel pain. Why? Because paprika was quietly slipping through, keeping the inflammation smoldering. That's why, during your 21-day reset, you need to become a label detective. Watch for paprika, cayenne, chili powder, or anything listed as spices. Stick to safe seasonings like rosemary, thyme, basil, cumin, and turmeric. Once you've fully eliminated paprika, your body finally has the chance to calm down completely. Then, when you reintroduce it, you'll know with clarity whether this hidden ingredient has been part of your pain all along. We've just uncovered 5 common foods: tomatoes, potatoes, eggplant, peppers, and paprika that may be quietly feeding joint pain in sensitive individuals. But this isn't about fear or restriction. It's about discovery. Your body has been trying to communicate with you, and now you have a tool to finally listen. The 21-day elimination plan isn't a diet. It's a short, focused experiment. You're not giving up these foods forever. You're finding out if they're helping or hurting you. This is your chance to move from guessing to knowing, to stop living at the mercy of bad days and start uncovering the real causes of your pain. If just one of these vegetables is triggering your symptoms, removing it, even temporarily, can bring real relief. That's power. That's freedom. The goal is simple: fewer flare-ups, better movement, and more confident days built on what your own body tells you, not what someone else assumes. If this video gave you clarity or hope, please click the like button. It helps others find this message. And if you haven't already, subscribe and join our community of seniors learning to take back control of their health, one smart choice at a time. Let me know in the comments how you're feeling, or if you've tried cutting out any of these foods. Thank you for watching, and remember, your body is wise. Just give it a chance to speak.